All right, that was Human Decomposition. Now, why don't you guys tell everybody what are some of your favorite bands to see or that you have seen or anything like that? Some of the most fun, best sounding, whatever you got.
I always love to see a good Meshuggah show.
Meshuggah.
Sorry, I left that out a little bit.
Ion Dissonance from Canada. They're intense, man.
I feel like when I see Meshuggah,
Index.
My head feels like it's like gonna fly off my
Misery
shoulders.
Index. That's incredible.
Misery Index.
I love anything with a lot of speed and it's ferocious. As far as like, they're just incredible band. I like obviously Meshuggah.
They just always sound like, it sounds like you're listening to the album. Like, are they just
Aborted. Pretending to play? Aborted live. Aborted is like one of the tightest,
That show was awesome.
Craziest bands ever live.
There.
One of my favorites was the first time Gojira came to Northern Lights. Like, talking about like you're listening to an album. I was blown away the first time I saw Gojira.
They're incredible.
I don't think I saw that.
No,
the last time I saw them was you remember that? That was we saw him at the Palladium
when you went out with Todd.
Yeah.
Star Wars Incorporated. Should we talk about that?
Can we get sued? We'll get sued for that.
No, we're not.
Can you get sued? Can you get sued?
Oh my god!
Well,
we're not going to name any names, but there's a certain group of people
for a little piss.
Yeah, we'll do that. Certain group of people.
There was a certain group of people. We're not going to name any names, but this event happened at the last Gojira show.
Real
at the Palladium.
shit happened with the Gojira's merch guy.
Yeah.
And they went up to the merch table and. A certain someone.
Well, hold on, but before you get to that, you set it up a little more. The Gojira merch guy was kind of a dick.
He was a complete dick.
A couple of girls.
To a couple of girls of my boys, close to us.
And
he dumped it was like this kind of thing about telling a joke, and she's like, "Oh, that joke is lame."
Yeah.
And so he decides to dump a cup of beer over her head. It was just kind of like, whoa.
You mean that's not normal?
Oh, because I didn't like. It's because she didn't like his joke, and everybody. Basically, she made him look kind of foolish, and everybody comes laugh at him. So he dumped a beer on her head.
He has security throw him, or has her and her boyfriend thrown out of the show.
Yep.
For dumping a cup of beer over her head. So we were like, this is kind of...
So needless to say, he got a nice warm cup.
No, three warm cups.
I'm sorry, I apologize. 3 warm cups of nice American urine.
Hooker piss. Let's call it hooker piss. He got hooker piss.
Hooker piss.
And
then a riot ensued. Afterwards and
so
everything.
The group.
But we redeemed.
As soon as Gojira
our crew, our people.
As soon as Gojira got over,
but I heard about
That's why we became
the piss throwers.
I didn't know. We had nothing to do with it. I just heard about it.
Actually, it was not the band members.
As soon as Gojira got over,
none of the band members.
The piss throwers walked up to the spring. And just saw the guy and the new cups. And I remember seeing out there and him flipping out. All of a sudden, this riot broke out at your merch booth, and it was insanity.
What I was told was that when security was like, "Oh, they threw beer on me." I'm just wondering, how long it's going to take him to realize that it was piss. Sitting in the bus later, and everyone's like, "Dude, why do you smell like piss?"
That's the warmest beer.
Those sons of bitches. Ever. So that was when
this beer?
A certain group came together in a time of need called the Piss Throwers. You can call on them if you need something, and they'll come and throw piss.
It's not the first time something like that.
That's good to know.
If somebody's extremely
moral of the story is don't be a dick.
Yeah.
And you won't get pissed on.
Even if you wanted to call the girl, just a bitch or whatever, tell her to get away. You dump a fucking beer on her, and then you have her tossed out because she didn't like
Them's
your
just
fucking
fighting
joke.
words, man.
You have to get covered in piss.
Right, exactly. That was an extreme piss cover or piss thrower.
That was extreme.
That was
piss
extreme.
Covering.
It was.
Anyway, we're getting off track here. We'll get back to it. A lot of piss going on here.
Any other bands that you want to talk about? Tell people that they should go see. Anything?
Definitely check
There's a
out.
fucking million. We could talk about.
Yeah,
this
I mean,
hours.
all of our friends locally. I always want to get our local buddies out there. Gunther Weasel, Tyrannize, Start the Reactor, the Power, Killing Condition, absolutely.
Renewal of Faith.
Renewal of Faith, absolutely.
What's
the name of that? Decay Sinkwits. They're local.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Rich. They have a song that's just about ready that I was going to use. But
Right.
very, very soon I will
love
have some
Rich. Rich
decay
is the man.
sequence to
What's up,
see on
Rich?
here. Rich is a great
Great
dude.
dude.
What's up, Rich? How you doing, buddy?
What up, Rich?
But,
And Swarm to Vengeance, great dudes. Gone Without, my buddy Walt's band.
yeah, I'm actually gonna play them on here. I got them listed somewhere
yeah.
on there.
But yeah, I mean, I'm doing I got a side project I used to do that we're probably gonna get together and do a few shows. Organ Harvest, check them out. If you've never heard them. And I also have another album that I did. Actually, Jamie helped me do the layout for it. I actually got some really good musicians from the area, and we all got together and did it. It was called Comic Arson.
Supersonic grind.
Supersonic, really, really fast, crushing slam shit. But yeah, it's got like Chris Mahar, me, Grant.
Hey,
Billy
Chris
Page.
Mahar, keep making music. Jesus Christ.
Chris Mahar.
Do something.
We did that, and we actually did it with Kyle Reynolds on bass. And then we ended up, we lost Kyle. We ended up getting Paul. We ended up moving away. But it was just a short-lived thing, but it was just a side thing that we did.
Yeah.
And, it's definitely I wanted to get some exposure for us. People could check it out.
Absolutely.
Other than
And
that.
keeping in with the locals that you want to push, you wanted to put a song on here by our boy Tiny and Phil and all the Killing Condition.
Killing Condition. Yeah, we're going to be doing some shows with them. We actually got one big show coming up. It's going to get announced tomorrow, so I'm going to announce it today because this probably won't be out until a couple days, probably, right?
Probably like a week or so.
All right, cool.
before
So
this
yeah, it'll be out
comes
by then. But yeah, we're doing a Sick Shit Fest. Actually, I know I'm going to tell you what it is. That's going to be with Ton, Malignancy, Dissolve, awesome fucking hardcore band, Dissolve, Dehumanized.
My boys,
yeah.
Hammer Fight.
Yeah,
I can't wait
Hammer
to see
Fight.
fucking Hammer Fight.
Ton,
again.
Oh, Hammer
from
Fight?
Ohio.
Yeah,
Those
Hammer Fight.
guys.
I was with that dude on the crew, the metal cruise.
Got
He
my
was
boys.
on there
Todd?
doing volunteer. I
Todd or Drew?
think it was Todd Stern.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's that dude Todd.
Yeah, Todd's great.
Yeah. He was on the crew, the volunteer crew. I remember him.
We got our
I was
boys,
like, Hammer Fight, that
Jamie
sounds
Cross,
super
his band Disguise the Curse is doing that.
Nice.
He's a promoter from out in Massachusetts.
Cross is
he
awesome,
put us
Mike.
on
Yeah, he's a
Hop
good dude.
Fest and
Good
some
shit.
other stuff out there. Yeah, he's
What
good.
does a
Killing
lot of,
Condition song do you want to use?
Devoid of Faith. I actually did a guest track on it, and Tiny wanted me to do that. So
Sounds
well,
good.
check it
Out of Saratoga, New York, this is Killing Condition with Devoid of Faith. All right, that was a Killing Condition with Devoid of Faith. They're out of Saratoga, New York here, and good friends of ours.
Phil Shannon.
Phil
Shannon.
little grinding machine.
Phil feet.
I
Phil, man,
hear
he
he
works hard,
speeds
man.
up his drums after he records them.
I got respect for him, man. He works hard.
No, I know.
He puts a lot of work in, man.
He does not do that at all. I just got to bust his balls because when the album came out, people started accusing him of that, and it was fucking ridiculous. He speeds up the parts. No, he's just can fucking grind.
He grinds. He definitely grinds. He sleeps it. He eats it.
So why don't you guys give me some of your opinions on the current state of the mainstream music scene today?
Oh, mainstream. You mean like Rob Zombie and Korn stuff out there?
I mean, are we talking about Taylor Swift?
Like out there.
Don't you right out there.
On my face.
Yo,
On my face.
me and Jamie wrote a song.
We
can't do that.
We love doing Jonathan Davis impressions.
Oh my God, Korn.
We were doing them on the way here.
Yo, it's stupid. We're retarded. Yo,
Well, we all know that the American music scene, as far as radio airplay and all that, is fucking garbage.
there's some doo-doo on there. There's definitely some doo-doo. I don't listen to radio.
I mean,
hardly.
Korn. I will say
Occasionally-
Korn's first album was kind of groundbreaking musically. It was heavy.
I'll
It was
tell you
something
that.
So
Also,
different than
The self-titled was
anything.
Old.
That first album was heavy, and it was like wow.
You know what
And-
though?
and then
They're
what
still
happened?
playing
They
shows
got
though.
on-
They're still
they
playing
got
on
on the
bigger
label,
shows. They're
and
still
they're still
traveling
fucking
tour and all
watered
that
down.
shit.
It was such a different sounding music. It was very
was.
unique. But that was when I was like 14. But it was awesome then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what can you say? They got huge and things changed for them. And
I mean, like some of the bigger
what
bands, like
happens.
Rammstein, like Dusty listens to a lot of Rammstein. Like,
Yeah.
they're
another real unique band, though,
They're
too.
unique
They're, like,
in the way that they do their whole live show and the props and all the shit they got going on. I mean, it's not just them up there playing the music, but it's up there. It's
they
an
got a
actual
pretty sick
show.
guitar. Some of those albums you
Which
hear, some
is
of those Rammstein,
kinda-
he's got a sick guitar tone on those.
Yeah.
I think it's important too
Really
to
does.
separate yourself from other bands, is to kind of have like a visual kind of a side to your show, so that people can kind of see
Well,
a visual side.
there's got to
too.
be something like that because, like you said, there's a handful of mainstream bands that that really stand out due to their unique stage show or a look or something like that. But for everybody like that, there's a million fucking shine downs and there's a million fucking seethers.
I know.
That seems to be all there is. Like when I'm at work overnight, I got the radio on.
I heard on a radio once
that
it was
awful.
very insulting. It was just somebody called Nickelback metal. And I was like, "Are you? Come on, really? I mean, can't we just call it rock and roll? I mean, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know if it's even that." But
Nickelback metal?
somebody said a new and up and coming metal band, Nickelback.
Oh my god!
I was just like,
Well,
I gotta stop listening to the radio.
I mean, I give props to anyone who like tries to create, something from nothing.
Yeah,
But even Nickel, they're talented musicians. They work their balls off to get where they are. I mean, what can you say about
But
that?
then you
It's
get to a
business.
point where you're just regurgitating the same shit to appease the record execs.
That's true. Yeah.
And
Well, the marketing, they come in and this is what the kids are listening to today, and this is what we need
This is
a
what
little
we
more.
want you to do.
We need to do a couple more love songs. Can you imagine an Assault on the Living love song?
Absolutely.
Should we do
That'd
one?
be sick as fuck.
I would love to. You do.
We'll do it.
We'll do one.
Do a
one?
gnarly love song,
Love
bro.
song. Yeah. Well, I think
I'll
a
do all
lot
the
of
harmonies.
I think a lot
harmonies.
of Infinite Annihilator songs are kind
Love
of
songs, man.
Well, they are
love
like
songs.
sexually. I mean, they're definitely people are getting people are
They're
definitely going to Hidden
definitely more of
Valley.
a love song type band.
People are definitely going to Hidden Valley on their videos, but
Ballads.
as far as musically, they're incredible. But
Yeah.
eggs are getting
But-
busted off chests. And
Yeah, that's great.
fucking,
I love that video. man.
Well,
That
I
fucking
think the
laughs so
bottom
hard.
line is to make music for yourself and not for popularity.
right.
That's
That's where
when-
it gets lost in the stream.
Me and Chapman actually, to talk about that, like me and Chapman did this thing at Hudson Valley, which was like a guitar clinic,
Yeah.
and like we kind of went in there, kind of like showing like parts from the Global Purge, and we went in there, kind of like we kind of said the same thing. We're not going to teach you how to do scales. We're going to show you like what is the meat of our music, like the rhythm section, the riffs we write, because we noticed there's not really many people out there kind of doing that, in a certain sense in this area, like kind of showing that. And so these kids were really hungry for it there, and the people in the music program there. But the interesting thing to talk about that is like, it's almost like I feel like with metal, there's people out there that they have the ear for it, but they have a certain kind of judgment based off it that it's just garbage or this. But there was a couple old guys in the audience, a couple people who had no metal background at all, and once we kind of laid bare our, how we do everything and played it for them in front of them and talked about how we make the music and played the riffs for them and everything, they were kind of like, wow, like I never knew, like, all this went into make it metal. I thought it was just a bunch of turn your amp to 10 and strum the
Well, yeah, that's
strings,
what they
it's
get
like-
from watching bullshit like MTV and listening to mainstream radio.
They came up to us.
That's what they're
they were
told.
like,
I saw
it
Beyonce
was-
the other night.
Yeah, they couldn't believe the clarity of it. That
right.
we were
I
playing
saw
heavy
Beyonce.
stuff, but it was clear.
Yeah.
It sounded clear to them. It wasn't just brrr, noise.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of confusion out there, especially in the American mainstream, with people that they have a certain prejudgment of metal,
Yeah.
prejudice to it,
But-
that they don't really understand it completely.
You know
so
what?
they kind of like
It's easier to listen to one beat with a bunch of auto tune.
yeah.
See,
But they
that-
might like it if they kind of like go a little further into it.
Yeah.
So I think we might have turned some people on to metal that day, which was cool.
Stereotyping is just kills
Yeah.
kills
Well, that's a
our genres in particular. But I mean, the mainstream. I mean, as far as the mainstream goes, music is supposed to be for you. It's supposed to be for your culture. It's not about anybody else. It's supposed to be you, yours, your heart, your emotions. If other people enjoy it, that's great. If not, oh well. But unfortunately, the stream is where all the money comes in,
But,
and the people get pulled.
Tell
out
me
of that.
this though, isn't it true? Like we don't. There's a certain sense you don't want it to be. We don't want to make it mainstream. Isn't there an awesome
Exactly.
sense when
Like I
you're
was
when you're
saying
in your car in
earlier,
the summer and your windows are down, and you're playing something super heavy that just sounds so sick, and there's somebody on the street, the car next to you, they look over like,
What the hell is
and
that?
you're just like, this is the most badass shit
like,
I'm listening
yes.
to right now, and they're just like, oh my god, that's so scary.
Because, I mean, it stretches out from the same fucking 3-chord progression hooks in every fucking song that they hear on the radio. Like, nothing differs. Unless you're there on a day where they're playing some Black Sabbath or something,
Yeah.
Everything else is Shine Down or Seether or fucking Hailstorm. It's just everything
Hailstorm.
sounds exactly the
so
same.
watered down.
It's watered down, it's generic, it's regurgitated, and people fucking buy right into it.
Love it. They ate it up, man.
Because it's easy. It doesn't require any thought. Yeah, we're going to take a break right here and head out to Long Island. This is Without Remorse, and this song actually features Gallagher from Dying Fetus. This is Without Remorse with Reimagine. Alright, that was Without Remorse out of Long Island with Reimagine. So, how has the album's reception been, The Global Purge? And I know
Good.
you guys have posted some reviews that I've read.
Yeah, the couple reviews we've gotten, there might be a bad one floating around, but the
I
two
haven't
we've
heard- I
seen
haven't
have
seen
been
it, yeah.
been really good. Like I think it's gotten in the right hands of the people that like the style that we're playing in.
Sold a
And-
ton of CDs at the shows.
Have
word of mouth.
these reviews just something that has kind of happened about, or was it?
Yeah, we weren't actually
communication
seeking
between
them. I think that people just offered them up. you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I sent the CD. I just kind of sent our EPK out to some places and just trying to get it out there to some different places. And there might have been a couple places I sent to and just said, hey, see what you think of it. And
Yeah.
I might have been from that, but then I think a couple of them just came from. I think somebody found us on Bandcamp, another person
Nice.
found us on SoundCloud and just said, "Oh, you guys are sick. I'm going to do a review. Here you go." So that's always nice when somebody
Cool.
finds
It's
you
cool
randomly.
when people check it
Yeah.
out. You don't expect it.
Yeah.
Some of the shows that we've got coming up are because of that too.
Yeah.
Because they've heard it and they're like, "Hey, come to our area."
Yeah.
We set it all
And
up.
yeah, we've had a couple shows that a couple traveling shows where we just find somebody through like Facebook, somebody gets a hold of us or emails us and says, hey, we really like you guys, and
We'll do it.
kids
We'll
down
just go.
here, we a couple of us have your album and we would love it if you come down, and we're like, hey, set up a show, we'll come down. We'd love to reach a new crowd of people, and
Sure.
it's worth it for us to travel to to kind of get our music out there a little more.
Absolutely.
But we've sold a lot of CDs at
That's the
shows.
thing.
I think.
Like, you got to get out.
Download
and find one.
cards, iTunes,
Yeah.
CD
Yeah, we're always
Baby, all
trying to
that
get some
shit.
good shows out of town. And,
We definitely got a bunch on
Yep.
all them Spotify.
yeah, we made quite a few sales on iTunes. We had the download
It's doing
cards
well.
we've given out at shows, and people have picked up. And we've
shit.
sold a lot. We haven't really. I wish we kept more track of it, but we've sold a lot of CDs just from the table, too.
Oh, I'm sure.
When we've played
I'm sure.
like
Tons.
the Skinless show, the CD release, and
That night alone, I think we made like $1,500-$1,600 just in merch.
and then
Nice.
the couple Whitechapel shows
So-
we played, we've sold like a lot of the kids there. Have come up and bought CDs, which is always awesome. Like those shows have helped us out a lot. So thanks to Teddy on that. Like it kind of puts us
Definitely
right
big
in
shout
the
out to
middle of a
Ted.
crowd of hungry kids that want new metal. And so we get to play that and show what we have, and it seems to be received pretty well.
A lot of the I mean, it may not be said enough, but a lot of the credit that these bands get, especially from our area, whether it be out of town or locally, a lot of the credit needs to go to like people like you, Mike, Lenny, and Teddy Tall, and people that actually go out and kind of
And,
help bands get them, get the exposure they need. Because without you guys, they wouldn't be able to do that. So.
and Mike Valeni is with Upstate Black and Blue Productions,
Yeah, Mike,
and Teddy Tall with Step Up Presents.
Presents.
Yeah, those guys and yourself even, man, in the trick shot days when
you
you were
three
running
kind of
shows
made it
there.
possible for
It,
everybody.
it
to
was
kind
it
of
was
do what
fun.
they gotta do.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I do not fucking miss it.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I know.
Dealing
There's
with
a
all
lot
the
of hassle
bullshit
that comes
from
with
that.
it
It's hard
too.
work,
A
man.
lot
It's
of
hard
money.
work.
But yeah,
I mean,
just-
those, yeah.
it's a hassle. There's always extra people and extra clubs popping up and
Right.
being like, well, how is this hurting? Because you're fucking oversaturating and no one wants to listen. And
Yeah.
it's just,
That's why we only do a couple
money
shows a year
lost.
locally,
we-
just
yeah.
because of
We
that
kinda
very reason.
tried not
It's
to play too
frustrating,
many shows.
and I give all the credit in the world to Mike and Ted for putting up with this shit.
Yeah.
And Ted getting to the extent that he has, and
Ted kind of backed away from it for a while. You know what I mean?
from metal, yeah.
From
like,
that, just, you know what I mean?
no, but Mike
still does
has
stuff
been
with us.
pretty solid and consistent for several years now, doing all kinds of shit. And I don't have the patience for it. I'm surprised that Mike does. So that's why Mike gets a lot of credit, because I just lost my mind losing money and seeing new clubs, new promoters popping up, and
Yeah.
it was just a pain in the ass. But yeah. So what are some other albums that you guys are looking forward to coming out like within the year? So we'll just keep it to the year if you know of any.
I'm looking forward to basically the new Britney Spears album. And,
Yeah, a lot of the ones I was looking forward to just dropped in like June or July.
Yeah.
A lot of albums just came out.
Absolutely.
I think, the new Ion Dissonance comes out. That new Infinite Annihilator I was waiting for. That's unbelievable. I'm excited for that new
New
Dehumanize.
coming out.
Dehumanize is coming out with a new one soon.
Awesome.
Anytime now.
I'm psyched on the new
I'm psyched on
Demonized
that,
one.
yeah. I'm excited for, well, I love, I don't know if you've ever heard them, but Humanity's Last Breath. It's heavy, dude.
But they come
Awesome.
out.
I haven't heard.
Awesome. You know what's
So
really
heavy.
cool about them too is when they do an album, they do the full album. Then they give you the full album again, just minus all the vocal
Well,
tracks.
they'll just, you can get
Oh,
two.
So you
nice.
can just you can just get in the car, throw on the instrumentals, and just be like,
Yeah, it's heavy, man. It's really heavy.
Nice.
sick.
Just figuring the Goddess is really heavy too. It's a one-man band, but it's heavy as hell.
How about local that you're looking forward to?
Well, definitely looking forward to Killing Condition because their next album is going to be heavy. I mean, definitely really grindy. Phil, I got some footage on my phone of Phil getting it.
Phil's been putting in work
so
on
it's
the grind machine
know.
there.
I'm excited to get in and record another album with these dudes. So we can show everybody what we've been up to. And I'm excited to hear. Anytime Gunther puts out something, I like them. They got a nice, good sound. I like the new Declension album, which nobody's heard yet, I don't think. But they're looking for a vocalist. That's metal as hell. It's like a mix between like Lamb of God and like I don't know.
Jared
It's real.
is just a fucking prodigy.
It's super heavy. Yeah,
that
Jared's
kid.
my man.
And also, we got to put a shout out to Jared too, because he's really
He's our
helping
tech,
us
man.
in
He always helps
so
us
many
out.
ways. Technically,
Trailer, he lets us borrow his trailer when we're going out of
Come-
town. He texts for us when we play
yeah,
bigger
he texts
shows.
for us at some of the bigger shows.
Helps us out
He
a lot.
sets our stuff,
Man, I
helps us
love
set
Jared.
stuff up, and Jared's awesome.
Helps
yeah,
us
he's-
with gear, everything.
He's
you
been
know?
awesome.
I know, Jared
on top
has
of
been
being
looking-
one of the sickest guitarists in the area,
Yeah,
he's also
yeah.
an awesome dude too.
I was just gonna say, I know Jared
super
has been
nice guy.
looking for a band to tour with. Like that's what he wants to do. Anybody looking for a touring guitar player, check out the band Declension, and Jared Weed is his name.
Jared Weed.
yeah,
He actually plays in another band with me. My other side band that I'm doing is
Organ Harvest.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's 8-string, grind shit.
Now, one National Act album that I'm looking forward to coming out is fucking Crowbar.
New Crowbar. Hell yeah, dude.
Always stoked.
Remember the
on
last time
Crowbar.
that came out, you sat and listened to it whole from start to the beginning, all the
Yep.
way to the end.
Yeah,
Drinking
and
beers
then
with
Corey and I had a fucking listening party with some scotch
My
and
man Corey. What's up, Corey?
locally, people forget about this because it's been so fucking long in the making. And I was actually just talking about this, that when it's ready to come out, they're gonna come on here and do a little listening party for it. Is Salvation Denied?
Yes.
Yes.
All my dudes. All
Yeah,
great dudes.
it's,
I can't believe I didn't think of them.
It's
I don't see them, in circulation enough. But yeah, they're awesome.
It's been a
I got their
long
album.
time coming, and
It's awesome.
yeah, I was trying to get a song to use on the podcast today, but they're finishing up a couple things, and then when that's ready, I think we're gonna bring them up here and do like a listening party for the album and all.
Oh
that.
yeah,
So
you guys are all great guys.
yeah,
Sean does a great job on the album. Drumming, he's come a long way in the last few years as far as his visibility on drums. He's really good now. He's gotten really fast.
good deal.
It's good.
And there's another local that should be putting something out relatively soon. Some other good friends of ours out of Schenectady. This is Reborn Through Hate with Gun Control. All right, that was our boys out of Schenectady, Reborn Through Hate with Gun Control. Now, you guys also wanted to push your friend's band, Jamie Cross, his band Disguise the Curse.
Yes.
Tell everybody a little bit about Jamie and Disguise the Curse.
Jamie is a friend of ours. We met through the guys in Incontinence. We played Rockin' on the River down there with him, and we played Hot Fest down there last year.
kind of just
Great guy.
They kind of I think he kind of, when we approached him about the Rockin' on the River thing, he kind of knew our stuff a little bit already from maybe through them.
Nice guy. He's a great
And, yeah.
tattooist too. Very
Yeah, he's
talented
sick
Yeah,
artist.
I've
tattooist.
seen some of the
But
things he's posted.
he's
Check him
kind
out.
of runs a good little kind of he's a promoter down there, and he does the Hots Fest in the winter and the Rockin' on the River in the summer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. A
And-
couple fests a year.
Yeah, and he's always been really good to us. Just open arms, letting us come down there and play, and be part
We
of
got
that.
them
So
guys
that's
up
been
here with
awesome.
us
Yeah.
playing on this Sick Shit Fest. It's about to be coming up here in December 3rd.
Nice.
And we got our other buddy Dante, his band from Boston. Before the Judge, just kind of like a metalcore grind outfit. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice.
So they're
Yeah,
playing too.
he's the guys who he's given us the shows at Sammy's Club down in Revere, Mass. which we like to go and play.
That's where they're out of is
on the ocean.
in Revere.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Disguise the
outside of
Curse is from was that
Center.
Westfield or Disguise the Curse is from
Holyoke, Mass. I think.
Holyoke area, and then
Do you know the song that you want to use?
I don't know, whatever one you want to pick. I don't know
Well,
all their stuff.
Pull one up so I have an idea of what I'm gonna
Actually, my
announce
phone's
here.
off because my phone. We have to check it out.
But
It was ringing.
I don't know the name of one of their songs off the top of my head.
it was Jamie Cross put on Hotfest.
Yep.
So,
That's coming up this year. That's going to be huge festival too. That's got everybody
back on
from
that?
yeah.
When is that, by the way?
That's sometime in January, but it's going to be with like Necroptic Engorgement,
Nice.
Pyrexia, Malignancy, Us, Dehumanized, Torturous Inception, One Ton Tommy Gun,
It's gonna be a good.
Yeah.
all types of bands from out
Was it
there.
last year we did it?
Yeah. We did it last January. Well, it was this year actually, January this year, beginning of the year. But I'll show you. I'll tell you what it is. But yeah, that band. I know you guys.
One with a loaded gun. Do that one.
Good deal. Well, out of Holyoke, Mass, this is Disguise the Curse with One with a Loaded Gun. Alright, that was Disguise the Curse with One with a Loaded Gun. Now, before we close this out, why don't you guys tell everybody where the album is available? Where they can get it, purchase it, download it, whatever.
CD Baby,
Yep.
Spotify, iTunes,
Play.
Google Play, what is it, Bandcamp.
Yeah, it's on Bandcamp too.
There's a
And
ton.
also, you can come to our Facebook, and if you want the actual CD, we've sold a lot straight through our Facebook, and take a PayPal payment, and we send it right out to you. We've sold quite a few that way, so we'll do that too if you want. The
Get a
actual
hold of
copy.
us.
Just hit me up, yo.
Yep.
We got them. We got them.
CD Baby's the kind of hub that we released it through, but it's on iTunes too. So yeah.
Has there been much traffic through the downloading or anything like
Yeah.
that?
There's
Yeah,
been
we've
some,
had
for
quite
sure.
a bit through CD Baby, quite a bit through iTunes.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been pretty
So
good.
it's done well, man.
That's how I got it.
Nice.
And
Oh,
every once in a while, Bandcamp, like we actually had the old demo the old Assault demo on there for free, and this one we had on there for I don't know, it's $10
$8
or whatever.
or $10 or whatever.
Yeah, and so it's sold a bunch on Bandcamp too, so that's been cool.
We'd love to be able to get this one out
Sure.
for free, but it costs too much money to record it, so get some money back for sure.
Yeah, but this one we really went balls to the wall with production.
Yeah,
and,
he was a big major producer.
It shows
Major
Zeus-
producer on this one.
Zeus did
yeah, Zeus.
wonders with that.
Yeah,
Right.
we Tom Case up
Yeah.
there in the Slam Cave,
Yeah,
as we
Tommy.
like to call it.
I love
he did
using
an
Tom.
awesome job just recording us. We like to work with him. Good guy to work with.
Yeah.
Comfortable
And then,
environment for sure.
yeah, he set it up perfectly and kind of did all the editing. And then
That's where I went up to do my vocal spot.
Right.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
And so he gave us like a perfect raw copy of a recording that we could give to Zeus and he could just do his magic to it. And, yeah, Zeus was an awesome dude to work with. Planet Z Studios, and he liked kind
To
of
be able
what
to
we were
work with
doing,
somebody like that,
Yeah.
like who's worked with like Queensryche to Rob Zombie to everybody big that we've always looked up to. We knew that. I knew that, but if we'd used them, that we would get what we were looking for as far as
and
production.
Yeah, he was
Sure,
really awesome.
sure
Like we
did,
contacted him, and he was like, yeah, we were kind of unsure whether he even had time to do our stuff, and because we knew he was involved with some big
Yeah, I'm sure
projects.
someone like that could be like,
Yeah, but
I'm
he was
good.
really cool like that, and he gave us a really good quality thing, and we did a couple revisions with him, and just minor things that
We
came
slid
back.
in there right after Queensryche and then right before Integrity.
yeah,
those two
it was
bands he
Rob-
was working with
he had,
before
got
us.
done with Rob Zombie or something. It was like, wow, like this dude's working with people like that. But it was awesome that he did our stuff and he did a really good job on it. And so yeah, we're
Nice.
happy. We're happy. The Global Purge, I think, stands as a
And now we're just
piece
trying to
of music
outdo
we're
that.
happy
You know what I
with.
mean? As heavy as that album was, the next one we want to
Yeah.
try and make, even heavier, more aggressive, more everything.
Speaking of that, what's next for Assault on the Living? And some shows. And
We're going to be
other
doing
plans you got.
yeah.
Like when you plan on having the writing process finished and maybe start recording some shit.
Well, we just got some shows booked for October this year. One in Rhode Island or Long Island or
Long
whatever.
Island.
Long Island, and then we got one in Boston on the 22nd of October, and then we got Hot Fest the first of the year. But
We'll be posting those on our site and
those will be up
Facebook
soon.
soon, so we can.
Yeah, if you got a
people want to
website
travel.
and Facebook, to plug the address to all them and everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Saltandliving.com.
Yep.
And you can find us right on
Find us
Facebook.
and we always have
Reverb Nation,
any
all
dates
that.
coming up listed there, so we'll have those listed soon.
All that stuff will be up, on the website, as well. But we're our plans is basically just to play these few shows that we got booked for the rest of the year, and I just had a kid, so I've been busy with the baby, and I've been doing that. But she's 1 now, so she's getting a little bigger, and everything's been kind of slowing down with that as far as her being as crazy as they are when they're young and they're teasing and shit. But we're basically getting ready to trudge forward as far as writing the material. We're gonna try to do maybe like an EP.
I think we're gonna shoot for a 4-song EP and
something
kind of like.
just to get the
We've
music.
kind of been experimenting, like we said before, a little bit with kind of a little bit of a newer path, but it's still us. But we wanted it. We took a little time to kind of expand a little bit, and now we're kind of focusing on the kind of stylistically where we're going now. So
Can't wait for people to hear Johnny. Johnny's definitely a big
his voice
addition
is
to
an
our
awesome
sound, for
addition
sure.
to our sound. Like gives us a lot more range,
Good shit.
and stuff like that too. So it's
Yeah, like I said, I was hoping to catch you on the first show, but
energy though, especially just the energy that he brings to the group is just it's invaluable.
Absolutely.
So
Well, we're gonna end this up here with the song that I came up to do my vocal spot on with you guys. This is Before You Go. Thanks for
killing
coming, guys.
is inevitable. Remember
Thank
that.
you for having us.
Always,
Thank you.
Always a good time
yeah,
seeing
thanks for
you.
having us, man.
Yeah,
We
dude.
can't thank you enough for
Thank
giving
you,
us all
Jeff.
the shows you
Thank
gave us
you.
at Trick Shots and
Everything.
Well,
everything,
that's,
man. It was awesome when you're doing that.
That's what I got. That's what I'm doing this
It's
for.
awesome what you're doing now,
Yeah,
man.
it's awesome.
Keeping everybody involved. So
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Always showing support, and that's what everybody else should do. So, off the Global Purge, this is Assault on the Living with Killing is Inevitable. See you later, guys.
Bye.